Hey everybody, thank you for tuning into the Matty Chymbor podcast, home of comedian, actor, clown, juggler, and stepson. If you like what you're watching, please like, comment, anything that you think would the algorithm would like. You know, in this world, God isn't real, but the algorithm is, and it's changing, and it will beat us. I'm convinced when we die, the Lord is the algorithm, and he's like, I've been trying to tell you this whole time, and, you know, so do your part. Please like, comment, say something fun. I'll write back. I have nothing else to do. I'm just here in my apartment, as you can see, and stuff like that makes me happy. I don't have any tour dates for stand-up at the moment, but I will be posting a lot of it on my Instagram, so if you don't follow me there, feel free to hit the follow button and keep an eye out for my dates. I'm trying to really become a real comedian, really. Say real again, you fake little boy. Keep an eye out. The shows are fun. I'm silly. I make fart noises. I think you'd enjoy it. Also, I started another podcast with my friend and also stand-up comic, Michael Lenoci. The podcast is called Village Idiots. We are two dumb boys just getting into trouble. It's fun. We have a producer named Mark. He's 4'9", arguably less, but we feel bad really measuring him. Dig into that because it's fun. We just talk about, it's two village, three, we'll say the room's the village, but there's 2.5 idiots just talking about stuff. I mean, we're all dumb people, right? We're all dumb. Nobody knows anything. We are just digging into topics with minimal research. It's fun. Every week we have an idiot of the week. It's worth checking out. I'll put the link in my bio here. The bio, I don't know, what is it on YouTube? YouTube's a bizarre thing where is there bios? It's descriptions. You gotta hit tag. You gotta tags. What are those? No one's tagging stuff. But without further ado, guys, thank you for watching the new episode, which is about to happen, of the Matty Chymbor podcast. Rough. You're getting good, though. It was okay. I'd give that intro, maybe. And we're back. I'll give that intro probably a 5 out of 10. I think I hit all my points. I didn't really... I don't know. I could have done it better. But, you know, that's why we're here, to get better at life. We're here to understand life and what it's throwing at us and how... everybody's just so boring, in a good way, though. I think what I'm realizing, and I looked at an old episode, and I love the topic, didn't dig into it as much as I could have. How much just drama. Don't call it conflict. Don't call it social issues. There's so much drama in the world with everything. I mean, I don't even know what's going on in Afghanistan. I didn't even know there was still a country after, I thought it went away, to be perfectly honest. And here it is coming back. And there's still beef. Not beef, we're trying to help people out. There's something with the president, and again, I'm a typical white guy. You'd think I would know more about the event. I can't even say it right. Is it an event? Is it a dispute? I feel like we left there. I'm not, and again, if you're worried about me going down some political path, I don't even know what's going on. I just know Joe Biden's 400 years old and his poops are dust. So I'm going to leave it at that. But, going back to my main point, there's just drama everywhere. And everybody's always clashing. We got anti-vax, pro-vax, no mask, condom, no condom, just beef everywhere. But I was thinking about it, like, we're so different. Why are we shocked? Like, we judge everybody around us like we're supposed to have just the same values and there's no contrast or tension, yet we're just the most different things on earth. Like, let's be honest, some of us have like 5 friends and there's 20 bajillion people on this planet. Like, that says it all. I mean, why are we shocked there's war when I can't have more than 4 friends as a 34-year-old? Think about that. As I said before, go to Subway. watch 3 sandwiches get made, and those are sandwiches people think is the classic sandwich in their world. Everybody in their own world has a sandwich where they're like, this is the sandwich I get. And then you see them make that, and you're like, if you were a country and I was a country, I would for sure bomb your ass. I would literally drop bombs. And I'm not saying it in like a bombs over Baghdad or a poop way. When I was growing up, bombs over Baghdad wasn't so much a political issue. It was just standing on the toilet and then pooping into it so it made a giant splash. Have you done that, Matt? Have I done that? Yes, I have. Fuck you. I've done it. Don't mind my producer over there just getting real mouthy. That is my only other friend, and it's just my hallucination of myself. Are you happy? Good. Then keep doing whatever you're doing over there. That's how I live my life. I poop standing up. You gotta this is the thing. In the confines of our own home, we do weird stuff. Nobody talks about it. Nobody even give hints of those actions out in public. But when you're home alone, you do weird things. And it's not just like some are, weird things I've done over and over again. And sometimes I'm trying new stuff. We've all sat on the toilet the wrong way. When Bombs Over Baghdad was new, I was like, I'm going to try pooping standing up. It's just fun. You're just like, you're your own amusement park sometimes, and you got to do things that, only I will admit on a podcast. But even like, have you ever been in public and you just think you're alone, and then somebody walks in on you doing alone things? And I know that sounds like I'm talking about you feeding the geese or flicking the bean, but I'm merely talking about noises, talking to yourself. I was doing a commercial for my friend Don DePetta. This new rule of my podcast, I don't say my friend. I'm going to say names. My buddy Don DePetta graciously let me do his podcast. He started a company called Floss Guys. I don't know if legally I'm allowed to say any of this, but anyways, they make some bullshit for dudes. I don't know, Don, sorry, whatever. Anyways, they let me do the commercial, and they mic'd me up, and I was hungover that day for some reason. I think I had like a couple glasses of wine the night before. Just got real white. And I was sitting there. It was in North Hollywood, like deep North Hollywood. If anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, let's pull up I'm going to pull it up now. You guys will see this on the screen. I'll put this right here. Let's go to North Hollywood. But basically, I was in North Hollywood. It's Deep Valley. I mean, arguably further north. North Hollywood. North Hollywood. So this is basically like the valley. All right. So I'm in this general area. Now you can see the house. Fuck. Okay. Well, that's where I live. And this is the valley. So everything up here is like 15 degrees hotter than the rest of the world for some odd reason. So I'm slightly hungover doing a commercial for my boy, Don DePetta, Floss Guys. Check it out. And I'm mic'd up, and I'm having violent anxiety for some reason because I thought I was overheating because I had to do a certain take 45 times. I go to the bathroom, and I, again, mic'd up, and I said to myself, and I caught myself right away, but I was like, you're fine, you're fine. You're fine. And I started doing the thing you say to yourself when you're alone. Everybody talks to themselves in this like private, no one else can hear me way. And it jolted my, what's going on? It jolted my anxiety away from me because I was like, oh, the person with the microphone can hear me talking to myself. And that's psychotic. And it's like, it's weird. It's kind of sad that it is, but it also isn't when you think about it and how everybody does that. I was worried I was going to get out of the bathroom And he's going to be like, what's fine? Or he hears me peeing going, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That's creepy. And then what do you have a crossroad. Okay, do I go out there and be truthful and say, hey, man, I'm hungover. Thought I was having a panic attack. I was just trying to talk myself off the ledge. And he didn't bring it up to me, but I was like, do I engage him and say this, or do I ignore it? I don't know. What I'm getting at, people, is it's sad that we can't be more open with who we are as people. I feel like back in the day, people had to like train themselves to like not be that all the time. I bet cavemen didn't have like Home Alone and like around people shit, Or did they? Like at one point, somebody had to make the decision to say, this whole pissing and shitting around each other is getting old. Can we make it like a room so we don't have to see this? There wasn't always bathrooms. Do you think about that? Like, people used to use the restroom like it was like a dog park where like everybody's like playing and then someone's like, woo, 1 second, and then they shit and then they go back to playing. And I feel like, how many years did that have to happen until somebody, like a group of people were like, hey, that stinky mud and like weird water that comes out of us? We should probably do something with that that's not so tied in with our day-to-day life. And there was probably, going back to drama, conflict, war, everybody's like, no. I'm not going to walk over there to this weird area in a hole. I'm not doing that. I'm going to keep doing it. And then there was like, that's like the mask, anti-mask people, where I'm going to just say it. I feel like the mask people were pro-bathroom. And then the anti-maskers were pro-doo-doo on my legs. They were pro-poop and pee while actively doing things out in public around people. And there was probably, I would love to know when that was. Know what statistic is wild is, let's try to look it up. It has to do with like recorded history. Let's see my screen and all my weird stuff. Recorded history. How much of history is lost? I heard the statistic, and I'm trying to think of like when that debate, because no one would have known. 95% plus of history is missing. Know what's in that 95%? The Great War of pooping and peeing outside. Depending on what you consider to be quote-unquote human history, I'd say anywhere between 90 and 97%. There was a question. I'm sorry. You ever like start reading and you're like, the sentence is scary? You ever start reading and you're just barreling ahead and then you realize the whole time it was a question, and at the end you have to just wing some like, I've done that a lot. How much amount of human history has been lost just because it wasn't documented? The 97%. Of course, I'm not going to take into account cave painting, which wouldn't make a big difference. Like, yeah, no one gives a shit about your cave painting bullshit. Although, good try, That's wild. The shorter part of this question is easy. The Mesopotamian civilization, consisting of people we call Sumerians, first made usage of written script over 5,000. But it's like, who would think to like, I mean, we live day to day. We document stuff because of Instagram and like we're trying to get praised. But like, at what point was somebody like, we should write all of this down just to make sure there's proof? That's sad, man. That's sad. There was, I guarantee, sorry, I don't know why I'm stop swearing now. I guarantee, sorry, I got my creak. I pinched a nerve. We'll talk about that. Yeah. There was a point in time where there was people beefing. I'm probably going to get flack for the whole the pro-maskers being the toilet users, but let's be honest. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry that, it seems like somebody who would be anti-mask would all be pro dog park style pooping, just stopping where you are, everyone just like being all weird and stuff. That's people, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, we have these debates where we're like, you should do, like, why are we shocked that some people want to do it and some people don't? Just stop caring. I don't know if we do it because the fucking dumpy media people want to get views, so they kind of like throw fuel in the fire. I bet if you just brought people out and you're like, hey guys, let's just stop caring, and then they start I get there's like sub issues, and then because yeah, I get it. What I was gonna say is like it's not so cut and dry. People be pooping though, okay? The Sumerians were like, yo, how about we start after the doo-doo wars of 1400, the year 14. When were restrooms invented? Let's figure that out. I'm trying to just keep recording my screen so you guys can feel like I'm not just looking down. You ever have been talking to somebody, and I hate more than anything when you're talking to somebody. Ooh, I just got invited to dinner from Stevie Emerson. Shout out to Slappers Only. Stevie, you're just inviting me to all-you-can-eat sushi. That's what I'm talking about, boy. I tell girls I got all-you-can-eat ass. Once you get up on this doo-doo roll, cuz. All right, that was disgusting, and I'm still recording my phone. I love the shit. When were condoms invented? I mean, am I going to get sidetracked this easily right now? Another thing. I mean, that's pretty new, but I feel like, back in the let's stay on track. When were restrooms invented? The first modern flushable toilet was described in 1596. What were you doing before then? Did they have toilets in the 1600s? They would often be emptied into the street. No. They would often be emptied into the street. The first modern flushable toilet was introduced in Britain. Sir John Harrington. John's like, dude, I mean, John was... Wow. Where did they poop in medieval times? Loos in the Middle Age. During the Middle Ages, rich people built toilets called garden robes, jutting out of the sides of the castles. Oh. They just shoved their ass out of a window and just pooped on the side of the building like a dog in a car. Like their slobber. Like the slobber of a dog's. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about, but I'm still going into it because I want to get this out for the people listening at home. All right. During the Middle Ages, rich people built toilets called garden robes, jutting out of the sides of their castles. A hole in the bottom let everything just drop into a pit or a moat. That's how moats were made. Last thing, how did people wipe before toilet paper? All the ways we've wiped. The history of toilet paper and what came before. Among tools people used in their past were moss. Moss. That's not a bad idea. I feel like the green stuff would get stuck in your ass crack. Hey, yo, man, you got moss in your ass crack. Sponge on a stick, ceramic pieces, and bamboo spatula. Come on with the bamboo spatula to get the doo-doo off. Yes. Are you kidding me right now? Boy, they were really just winging it for a while, huh? For a long time, they're like, I mean, Steve's got the moss. I'm not really buying that. Imagine the toilet paper aisle back then. It was just ideas. Yeah, we got moss. We got some sort of stick cloth idea. The spatulas are here for some goddamn reason. And that looks like it's just little puppies. Some guy's like, hey, they soft. And it's not Moss. That's his commercial. I like how everything's just modern times. That's my commercial for toilet paper. What are we doing now that's just dumb and people in the future are going to be like, what were they doing? I bet toilet paper seems weird. Wow, this is a really doo-doo heavy episode, but I'm having fun. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I want to talk about crap. Going back to that, I wanted to touch real quick when I was mic'd up. Did you guys ever see that documentary? What was the documentary called where the guy got caught for being mic'd up? Murder documentary. Let's go back to this. I'm on my phone again. Murder documentary. Murder documentaries. Shit. Mic'd up. Mic'd. Basically, sorry, well, mic'd up. I mean, mic'd up. Am I a bad Googler? The Jinx. The Jinx final scene. I'm not. Okay, it might ruin it for you guys, but guess what? We're gonna watch this because it's pretty wild.
Or maybe this is the bathroom.
Yeah, guys, I don't want to ruin. So Bob's microphone continues to record while he is in the bathroom. This is me. I almost outed myself for being an anxious psycho. This is literally me. Wow. All right. So let's
You're right. This is the bathroom. There it is.
First off, creepy ass room. Please don't be the funny version though. So I don't want to ruin it, but I'm just gonna preface this. I mean, Mike, he is. They're interviewing him. You guys can watch it if you've seen the Jinx. You know what I'm talking about. Basically, this guy, there was some murder. He was a suspect, and basically, the whole documentary was him just giving his side of the story because I think he was considered innocent, or I don't know, something happened. And long story short, the final scene of this damn, and he's mic'd up, and he basically admits to doing it. I'm just gonna play it. Hold on, I'm gonna back up. Let's go to the beginning. Come on, idiot. Bob's microphone continues to record while he's in the bathroom.
There it is. You're caught.
You're caught.
You're right, of course.
Oh my.
But you can't imagine.
Are you fucking kidding me? This guy is a dumbass. Modern technology caught an old man.
I don't know what's in the house.
He's in the bathroom.
Oh, I want this.
Just think about me talking to myself.
Disaster.
Shit.
Right. Irish.
Oh my god. I don't know. What?
Listen. I'm having difficulty with the question.
He's talking to himself. What?
What the hell did I do?
Oh my shit.
Kill them all. Of course.
Oh. How the are you serious? That literally right there got that guy convicted. For Robert Durst, please go. I mean, I just ruined the whole thing for you. But literally go watch that. Or don't watch it now, but like go fuck around on YouTube and you can see what I'm talking about. But like that is insane. And that's literally what I thought about when I was like, you don't realize. And there's so many scenarios of people mic'd up. Sorry, I'm grabbing my balls. Okay. Oh, you did it. You on the burping. Ew, bro. What was the burping? I'm kind of curious now. That literally, one, scared the shit out of me. But like, I imagine being the guy with the audio, and he's just freaking out because this psychopath. He got through the whole documentary. Now, some people, when they're by themselves, do scary, illegal things like that guy. My thing is I'm normal, but you know, hold on, mic'd up fail. I want to find this real quick because sometimes it's funny. People aren't always confessing to murder or having panic attacks like me, but sometimes. Mic'd up fail. Mic'd up fail. Let's find a funny one. Mic'd up fail. This part sucks. I'm sorry. I thought there was ones where like people are. No. What are these? First off, can thumbnails relax? Can thumbnails relax for like 1 second? What is this picture? Like, what the fuck are you doing? People are just so goddamn hungry for just the thirst trap of thumbnails is just getting out of hand. I mean, people, we get it. You want others to watch your video. I mean, but there's a point where you need to relax. That was inappropriate. And it's almost like I don't want to do it out of spite now. Like if your thumbnail is going to be so clickbaity and just in my face, I'm not going to click it. I don't care what your video is. And to be perfectly honest, if it's that drastic of a thing where her little tit was hanging out and they blurred it, first off, the lady's probably like, Jesus Christ, if you're going to Photoshop it, can you throw some bombs on me? Like, Jesus. Like, but also, it's obviously not that good, right? We're getting catfished by YouTube, and I think that's annoying. So, what's the end game, Matt, with this episode? What are you getting at besides the fact that everything revolved around a toilet? I think I mean, it's okay to be weird at home. And while I'm on the subject, speaking of that, I mean the place that developed my weirdness, that the place where I honed every weird quip, every weird thing, is not there anymore. My mom sold my childhood home. This part will not be funny because I'm still processing it, and it's actually, I feel sadness. I was thinking about it today. I don't know how many of you still have your childhood home or how many of your parents thought that they can make a quick buck off your childhood memories, but mine did. And she was like, how much can I get for the thing that has all that built that? It's weird because she sent me, first off, it's her decision. It's her house. Who am I to bitch, moan, and complain? And to be perfectly honest, the first time she told me she wanted to sell it and move in with her boyfriend, my mom is getting mad that I keep calling her boyfriend Dad. So, hey, you signed up for the job. Now start getting to work. Let's go, Daddy. I want you to throw a ball with me. No, I'm just kidding. She sold it. She sold the house, and it was tough, man. Looking at the photos, it made me like I actually screen recorded it as I was sifting through the photos, which I thought was a pretty good idea because I was like, I'd rather have a video of all the photos than a million photos on my phone of just a house. Part of me, when I was looking at it, I was like 2% of me wants to cry because I was just like, fuck. I left Connecticut 11 years ago, wow. and nothing was different. I mean, that's a long time, let's be perfectly honest. And what's wild, and I wrote this in my journal right here. This is my joke journal. Say hi to the people. I wrote it where I was just like, I wrote something good in here, actually, and I want you guys. So this is perfect for this episode. Walking in on somebody using the bathroom. Your power is gone there. That's where somebody has zero power on the toilet. And that's just an idea, so we're just we're spitballing it. But I wrote something about being gone for a long time. Anyways, that's neither here nor there, but it kind of is relevant. What I'm getting at is it's wild that I left, and now I'm like, the thing I left's not even there. All my friends, everything's different. And you're like, what the fuck? But yeah, now the one thing that will, like, every time I went home was there, all the rooms. I love going to old, like, when you move away for a long time, you come back. I used to go to, like, every a couple memories in each room, and you're like, oh, I fucking love this room. Like, my basement, I remember even looking through the pictures, it just, that, you don't realize it till, like, I don't want to say it's gone, because I was very conscious of this when I would go home, but God, that every inch of that house, I have like 5 stories or memories associated to. And it was fun to go home because even the scent, the smells, you don't realize, like, and I was talking to somebody, like, even when you were younger and you'd fall asleep in the car and you drove down your street, you always woke up because you recognized the bumps being in that house. And it's just, I was just like, fucking Christ. And it's weird because she's moving down the street to her man's house and she's like, you have a room there? I was like, I don't care. I don't want a room there. I sound like a 12-year-old in a Disney movie. He's not my dad. She's like, you're 34. And I was like, I know. I'm still processing it. I guess it's good to do it now on film that's going to be on the internet and live forever. And maybe next episode I'll have more of a feeling for it. I guess there's two sides to this where it's like, she kept that house for, I mean, not to air it out, but, I mean, her and my dad aren't together. Her and my stepdad aren't together. She stayed there, so I had a place called home. Even when I moved away, it's like she stayed there, so when I come home, I was comfortable. Very selfless of her. That's where I'm being an adult and hinging all my emotions and my all feelings toward her selling the house on this side of the story because it's her decision. She did it. Let her get rid of it. Why am I being selfish? Like, I go home twice a year, and she's like, what do I have to keep? She's not saying this, but, like, this is me saying, what does she have to keep a house because you're never fucking home, and when you come home, you want to have your room? You're not even here. That's where I'm leaning it on. So that's how I framed it for everybody. But then, you know, to have my personal take on it, it's just going back to it's weird, right? It's weird. I'm going to go home and have to drive by my old house. I was looking at the damn pictures she sent me. I felt like I was looking at like a fucking collage of an obituary of a house where I'm like, cool, it's dead. No, it's always going to live in You're like, no, it's gone. It's gone. And I'm not going to be able to walk around the house anymore and find old shit. Now I got to tiptoe around Jim's house. And it'll be fine. I'm an adult man. And you know what? I was thinking it's time for me to make it's tough in an apartment because, like, I as much as you want to make this your home with all your weird shit, this closet is starting to get, like, a homey smell. You all know, like, that, like, in your basement or the room where you just have the random shit. Like, I've been out here long enough where I, like, am reminiscing through my old stuff from L.A. Isn't it wild to think where, you know, when you first move here, like, everything is new and you're like, oh, this is all my stuff. And now I have, like, this drawer I go through. I'm like, holy crap, I have actually been here for a long time. And that closet is another one where I was, like, just looking through old things of, like, 8 years ago. You're like, oh my God, I've been here a long time. Like, that's insane now. So now I'm trying to be, again, mature. I mean, I don't give a crap that she sold it. It's sad, but it's time to get a smelly house and be perverted in it here and record myself in the bathroom. But guys, that was a good episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, please comment. It means the world. I really, I do like doing these. I've been so busy with work and just trying to get the videos going. Just so you guys know, it's not that I didn't want to do these. It's, you know, in the world of entertainment, getting the followers and the social media going is really the thing that feeds comedy and all my other avenues. And not that I say I have a grip on that, but I think it's a good, I'm so happy for everybody who does follow me, and I feel like now is a good time to start reintroducing the podcast where it can start to do as well as hopefully as well as my videos on Instagram do and TikTok. So I want to get this thing going, and you guys liking it, subscribing, commenting, just telling me you like it. Tell me what parts you like. It'll help me clip out, you know, certain areas to put online. I think it's very helpful. So feel free to be like, hey, this part was funny, and then I'll more likely than none be like, well, guess what? That's going to be the clip that I put on to promote it, because I have a hard time sitting through and watching myself be psychotic for 36 minutes. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.